The world of crime has no rules. Anyone can do anything at any point of time. People can go missing for decades and still be found alive. Serial killers can sometimes confess to their own crimes in great, gory detail. Victims can be murdered by people that they trust the most. We cover all such scenarios and cases in today's episode. This is Prime Crime, a WION special series. I'm your host, Dharamjot Kaur. Welcome to the show. The thought of staying relevant is not just for ordinary law-abiding people like you and me. It is one of the biggest fears that preys on a gangster's mind. For how long will they be able to maintain their influence in an area? Their empire? Will people always be afraid of them or bow to their will? This battle of relevance has been unfolding on the streets of Japan for quite a few years now. It's been a duel of sorts between the old guard and the new players. It is the Yakuza versus the Tokuryu. Their modus operandi completely different. Their organization structure is poles apart. And in this fight for legitimacy in the underworld, the traditional Yakuza are losing. How? Let's decode. The Yakuza have existed for over 300 years, since the 18th century. Their structure has been fairly similar and mirrors that of the traditional mafia. There is a known boss, a clear hierarchy, and thousands of members who know their position in the organized crime tree. The Yakuza have always had a code. I know it sounds ironical, but it is every bit true. For this underworld gang, loyalty is paramount, and there are some lines that traditional organized crime networks will never cross. In fact, recognizing them has been fairly easy in Japanese history, and even the present times. Odd haircuts, tattoos all over the body, a certain dressing style. Members of the Yakuza could be distinctly identified. But the syndicate that once commanded Japan's streets has lost its steam. The old has gradually been replaced with the new. As Yakuza loses prominence, a new style of organized crime is emerging. These gangs are called Tokuryu. Now, the name Tokuryu comes from the combination of two words, Tokumi, which means anonymous, and Ryudu, which means fluid. So this is a fluid, anonymous syndicate. It is in complete contrast to how the Yakuza have functioned for all these years. These new age gangs do not have a formal initiation or a loyal membership. Take a look at the hierarchy structures for beginning. In the Yakuza gangs, there is an oyabun, who is the family boss. Then there is also a saiko komon, the person who looks after the administration. Below the boss, you have the wakagashira, the first lieutenant, and then comes the shatigashira, the second lieutenant. Below that, you have the kyodai, who are called the big brothers. And then you have the shate, the little brothers. With the Tokuryu, on the other hand, the structure is more compact, but also more elusive. It's a clear pyramid. At the top is the mastermind, below him are the ringleaders, followed by the recruiters, and at the bottom of this chain are the perpetrators, the foot soldiers who get caught the most. The structures may seem similar, but there is a distinct difference between the two. The Yakuza have been more like a joint family, and everyone knows who the supreme boss is. With the Tokuryu, it is a single chain of command, but the perpetrators and recruiters do not know the identity of the mastermind. Even their recruitment style is different. The Tokuryu underworld works in the shadows. They use social media platforms, encrypted message apps to recruit petty criminals and low-ranking gangsters. And this no commitment, no loyalty, no rules format is attracting many young people. They work on several projects in the underworld as low-level operatives, and then they split from the group. The Tokuryu's main moolah comes from large-scale scams that they run, and not from traditional violence and robberies that only forms a small part of their entire operation. The heart of their international syndicate lies only in online fraud. In fact, in 2024 alone, the total damage from financial crimes traced to the Tokuryu reached across $1.8 billion. And the network is far from slowing down. They have become a nightmare for Japan's authorities. Year after year, the arrests and crackdown are only increasing. Between 2021 and 2023, Japanese police arrested 10,000 individuals, all of them associated to the Tokuryu. But in 2024 alone, police apprehended 10,105 people linked to incidents involving this new age syndicate in Japan. The cat and mouse chase has evolved and poses new challenges for Japanese authorities. But the traditional Yakuza gangs, they watch from the sidelines, now completely irrelevant in Japan's underworld.